Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I am thrilled to be here. Hope everyone's okay. I am in a good mood right now, guys. I just got a new car recently. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I got a new car, and it's got hands-free dialing on it, so I can just push a button and tell my car to call somebody, and it will, which is great. But before it calls them, it repeats back to me who I told it to call to make sure it's calling the right person, and it repeats it back to me in my own voice, which sounds like a little bit higher coming out of the speakers. So I kind of feel like my car is mocking me a little bit. You know, I'll like push the button and be like, call Lee Sampson, and the car's like, did you say, call Lee Sampson? Like, yeah, I did, you sarcastic car. Cars are so smug now, man. Like the new Mercedes gives you driving advice on the GPS screen. Seriously, if you like swerve, a little note pops up that's like, you seem tired. Maybe you should pull over and take a break. It seriously does that. Except in its smug little German, like, ja, perhaps you should be practicing a little more? Yeah. Before trying to achieve the speeds of the German Autobahn? Yeah. Maybe you would be more comfortable in Honda Civic, I think. Like, really? Totally. Car's a total bully. It's not fair. We got this big bullying problem in this country, right? We need to end bullying forever. Everyone's on that fight, and that's a fight we're taking too seriously, guys. We're not going to be able to end bullying, and too many people are on board with it. Like, I walked past a bookstore the other day, and they were having a book signing there for an anti-bullying book, and there was like 120 people in line to get their anti-bullying book signed, you know? So I just cut right to the front of the line, you know? What are you sissies going to do about it, you know? And I signed a copy myself and threw it off to the ground and walked away. Like a gangster. It's that book. That bullying book just made me think about how bad children's stories have always been, though. Like very famous ones that we all grew up with. Everyone knows The Ugly Duckling, right? What a terrible story that is for kids, you know? Like we can't just teach kids, hey kids, be nice to ugly people because it's the right thing to do, you know? Instead, we would concoct a story where the moral is, hey kids, be nice to ugly people because they might be attractive one day, you know? You could be making fun of a future attractive person right now. I don't know. I don't get kids today either, the stuff they're into. And I tried, man. Like Justin Bieber, I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I tried. I watched the Justin Bieber movie, Never Say Never. And I almost got on board. Very intense start to that movie. It's a wide shot of a stadium, cameras flashing, and then it's just him doing a voiceover. And he goes, you know, a lot of people told me I was never going to make it. Like, when did they tell you that, dude? You're 12 and you made it. You know? Who was that guy? Little 6-year-old Bieber, like, I want to play guitar when I'm older. You can't, Bieber. You're a nothing. You'll never be nothing. I shouldn't hate too much on Bieber. Justin Bieber is the last white kid who will ever accomplish anything, guys. I don't know if you guys knew that. It's true, because Asian people are taking over the world. You guys know that, right? Yeah, there they are. It's true. There's more of them than us. They're smarter, and they use their time better, right? That's why Asian kids always have the best grades in school. They use their free time to study. They understand how important it is to study and work hard. But the frustrating thing is, do you guys know where all the white kids are while all the Asian kids are busy studying? Karate class, guys. They're at karate class. See how backwards that is? That's like a plan put in place by the Asian people to take control, you know? Because you guys know how like scientific discoveries happen, medical breakthroughs, how presidents are chosen, right? Knowledge and education. You know how presidents are never chosen? Karate, guys. They're never... And Chinese people aren't the only types of Asians. Indians are Asian, right? Indians are dominating as well. There's some Indians in the crowd tonight and probably online watching as well. Indians lead the world in software development and engineering because young Indians in their early 20s go get master's degrees in computer science and engineering. Young white people in their early 20s, yoga class. See how we're making the same mistake, guys? And white people are so proud of it. They're all like, look at my downward dog, you know? And Indian guys are like, oh, great, look at my steady job, you know? Namaste. 100 years from now, some kid's gonna have to raise his hand in class and be like, hey, what happened to the United States? Didn't we used to be like the most powerful country in the world? And the teacher's gonna be like, yeah, we were. But then at some point we got like super into other cultures' hobbies and just stopped doing anything, guys. No, it's because we're so bored. Like, our lives are so good in this country that we get to be so bored. So we need to be entertained all the time. And because of that, we take our entertainment way too far, you know? We have great entertainment. We have movies, right? But then we take it too far because we also have Universal Studios, right? You know what that means? That means at some point someone was watching Transformers and they're like, yeah, I guess this is good, but I wish I could ride it. I wish I could ride this movie right now. And we built that, guys. We have theme parks. And those are the only parks that kids want to go to. Like, when did that happen? When did all our kids turn into hedonistic Roman emperors where a regular park isn't good enough for them anymore, you know? Okay, Billy, you want to go to the park later? Perhaps. What theme is it? It's just a park, Billy. That won't do. I should like to watch the dolphins dance for me. Oh, you mean SeaWorld? We have that, guys. We have that. We have a place where we can go and watch dolphins dance for us. People rarely react when I say that, but I promise you that's crazy, guys. Especially when you consider like what's going on around the world. We've all seen those commercials that are like, for 19 cents a day, you can feed and clothe an African child, you know, while we're watching dolphins dance or whatever. Not necessarily that I advocate giving our money to African children, just because, have you guys seen African adults? They look great, guys. African adults are in shape. Have you seen those guys? They are shredded, you know? And people are like, what are you talking about? They can't even afford clothes over there. Yeah, guys, they can afford clothes, all right? They're just not wearing them because they look so good, you know? If you look that good, you're not going to wear a shirt, you know? But you don't understand. There's widespread AIDS in Africa. Of course there is. Those people look so good, you know? They're banging nonstop. That's how they spread it. But you don't understand. Those people have to walk 10 miles just to get clean water, you know? At least they have clean water, right? Our water filled with dolphins trying to dance for us all the time, you know? I don't know. Sometimes I'll be doing, jokes, and people say that my set can be kind of dark. I don't mean for it to be. But I just feel like, you know what? It's a bit of a dark time in the world right now. And it starts with our young kids, you know, that kids get so dark so early now. And you know, the whole Twilight thing and vampires, but the thing that really tipped me off to this, right, was Laffy Taffies, the candy. You guys familiar with it? Follow me on this, all right? Laffy Taffies are candies for kids. They have jokes on the wrappers, and the jokes are for kids, real kid-friendly jokes, like, how do you make a hot dog? Put him in the sun, ha ha ha, stuff like that. Really, guys? All right. Well, here's an actual joke that I read off a Laffy Taffy wrapper the other day, intended for kids age 5 to 8. Okay? Intended for kids. What type of tea is hardest to swallow? Reality. You kidding me? I hang out at comedy clubs every night of my life. That's the darkest joke I've ever heard, you know? Who is this middle-aged, depressed divorcee writing jokes for the Laffy Taffy empire? And how did that one even make it to the wrapper, you know? So I looked into it and I found a couple more of this guy's jokes. These are off of Laffy Taffy wrappers, guys, intended for kids. What type of appointment is always on time? Disappointment. Yeah. All right, what type of ring does everybody wear? Suffering, yeah. And finally, what type of shoe always fits? You're gonna die alone, kid. And that's not even a joke, guys. That's a terrible thing to say to a kid. That's also the end of my set. My name's Robby Slowik. Thank you guys so much.